WWE put out a press release about an hour ago saying that WrestleMania will now be not one, but two nights. It's going to take place Saturday, April 4th and Sunday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live from the Performance Center Wrestling School in front of no crowd. I guess they figure that WrestleMania is usually about 7 hours long. So 7 hours of wrestling matches in an empty wrestling school in front of no crowd would be pretty boring. Splitting it into two nights might make it a little easier to watch. So there you go for that. And once again, for all these idiots out there spreading around a rumor that WrestleMania is being moved to June 7th in Madison Square Garden, why is WWE continually pushing the April dates if they're secretly planning to move it to June, which, by the way, they're saying this whole health thing can go on for up to 6 months now. So there's no telling anything will be different by June. It is happening over two nights, April 4th and April 5th. Ring of Honor, who is owned by a wealthy TV network, has canceled all of their events until June. They didn't have very much momentum. They couldn't even fill up a small arena more than 60% for a free show recently. So I don't think too many people will care if Ring of Honor is running or not. WWE wrestlers are all still being paid their downside guarantees. So for the people out there worried about the WWE or other contracted wrestlers going broke, you really don't have to worry about that. They're making their guarantees. They're going to be well off. It's the independent wrestlers that will be making less money. A guy like Shane Douglas, for instance, losing his independent bookings, that'll hurt him for sure. And for all these people spreading around the rumor that, oh, it's so easy to change flights, I can tell you guys 100% the airlines are not making it easy to change flights. And for instance, dealing with Expedia has also been a huge pain. I have been trying to get through to them since 9 a.m. this morning with no luck. So everyone is spreading around, oh, it's easy. People are just being given refunds with no refund fees. That's false, okay? I can tell you right now, a lot of airlines are still charging change fees if you can get through to them. So that's been a huge pain in the ass for someone like me who isn't getting any downside guarantees, who operates their own business. My Terry says 2 nights sounds smart. Colonel Quayle says Americans are getting $1,000 checks because of all this. And yeah, by the way, they actually announced today officially that they're closing the US to Canada border for 30 days. So all of my shoot interviews I've had planned over the next month are canceled. So I'll be making up for this with compilation videos and Skype interviews. But it's really bad for someone like me who's been planning this out for a while now. I had a bunch of interview trips planned for like Tampa, Arizona, California, and Nevada coming up. That's all been canceled, unfortunately. Ghostface said he agrees about my flight situation. He tried getting a flight straightened out in Virginia, and the dude on the phone actually laughed at him. Yeah, so I love how like they made the Cauliflower Alley announcement yesterday that they canceled it until September, and they put in there with the announcement, oh, it's not going to be any issues to change your flights. You can't even get through to Expedia on the phone. You could try to actually do the text thing with them and sit on there for literally hours and hours. It's just a huge pain. I'm still working on getting all this stuff straightened out and try to lose as little money as possible on this. Matt R., how's the Prime Minister's wife? I don't know. I think she's in isolation. She'll survive. You don't have to worry. Most people are recovering from this that have this. Mario Alexander says, the damn Chinese. I actually really despise that Chinese people boil dogs alive and skin them alive before eating them. And you can see in these videos going around on these Chinese markets, they'll kill dogs and throw dogs on top of a cage with a live dog still inside. I just cannot stand those type of practices. I will never go to that country ever. Darth Tashi 2099 says they haven't approved that Americans are getting $1,000 checks yet, but it most likely go through. Richard M says, why doesn't WWE dim the lights? It looks terrible with no crowd. Well, why do they even not just have unique matches? Like, you don't necessarily even have to have matches in front of empty seats. By the way, they can just eliminate all those seats. It is like a set. But also, you could have matches in the street. You could have matches in other locations that would be more unique since you don't have a crowd there. The only reason you really would have a wrestling event in front of a crowd is to make money off of ticket sales. So if there's no crowd there and you're going to do the same format of both interviews, the stupid interview segments that have been happening for 25 years now, the same TV show format, like, you could actually be more creative now and have an excuse, but they're not doing that. So I wouldn't have paid to sit through, I wouldn't have actually paid to ever sit through a 7-hour WrestleMania, nor will I pay to watch it split into 2 nights. I will watch the highlights on YouTube. Matt R says it seemed like on Raw and SmackDown, they were just having fun and not actually putting on good sense. Ultimate Warrior says AEW is live right now and the wrestlers are sitting ringside while the matches are going on. So yeah, I'm going to end it at that. I'm going to eat my nice, delicious salad here and then go out for a run. Have a nice night, everybody.